Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, happy Sunday to everyone. And you know what time it is already? Is United Hour, but the Old Talk edition, where we just have a few drinks and we talk about most things football and United related. But if you want to sprinkle some other stuff in the conversation as well, that's not football related, by all means. But you know, we're here to sit back, relax, and discuss um, anything Manchester United and football related, right? And as always, I can't do it by myself. I'm joined by a newcomer. It's Aston, right?
Yeah, Ashton.
Ashton, perfect, perfect, perfect. How are you doing on this Sunday, buddy?
Well, it start off pretty alright, but with the news from the club and protests, it kind of just sour, but trying to hold up still.
Yeah, you feel you're having the same feelings as most Manchester United fans after seeing what went down on social media yesterday, right? We
Yeah.
are we're also joined by Mr. No Birds, the original
Yo,
bird man, CJ. What's going on, buddy?
I'm good. Uh, Tough news on the weekend, but aside from that, yeah, you go do.
Perfect. Um, yeah, as I told Asta before we went live, we're gonna discuss, the news that we all saw yesterday with regards to Sheikh Jassim withdrawing, the club possibly looking to sell a 25% stake in to Ineos and Jim Ratcliffe. Bearing in mind that Jim Ratcliffe tried to buy Chelsea and failed. Um, Somebody told me that he tried to invest in Barcelona as well. Not sure
Yeah,
if that's true. Oh, it's true. Okay, so
no,
that
it's confirmed. He tried for Barcelona and they said no.
and they failed, and the fans at Nice in the French league, they are they want him out. Let's put it that way, right? And then I guess as a another broad topic of discussion is if Manchester United fans really, really, really want the Glazers out, what must they do, right? Because we're seeing that Old Trafford is at full capacity every weekend, 70,000 plus, right? But anyway, we'll get to that soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Old Talk and the United Hour. Um, yeah, broad conversation again. And if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, um, Fabrizio Romano um, gave us a couple of tweets yesterday with regards to what Sheikh Jassim, what his what his proposal was if he took over Manchester United. Right, he had offered more than double or close to double the asking price. One, and two, after he bought, if he was successful in buying Manchester United, he would have then invested 1.5 billion into players, into renovation of the stadium, into the community center, and also the surrounding community around Old Trafford. Right. Um, but then another tweet came out from Fabrizio Romano saying that Sheikh Jassim has withdrawn his bid to buy Manchester United. Bearing in mind, Sheikh Jassim wanted to buy 100% of Manchester United.
Mm-hmm. Clearly
Um,
so.
yeah, talk to me, guys. How let's rewind maybe to the summer where we all knew that it was possible that there would have been a new owner. That's what we thought. What were your thoughts on, let's say, Sheikh Jassim's plan to not only buy the club but also buy 100% of the club, remove the club's debt, and also to improve the facilities in and outside of Old Trafford. What were your guys' thoughts? Maybe I'll start with Aston since he's new to the show.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well, my thoughts on it, it was a very brilliant idea in 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 the aspect of upgrading the stadium and the training facilities, as quote unquote Ronaldo did say when he did the interview. Um, it would uplift the under 18s. It would give United a little more exposure on how the stadium is right now, how the facilities is. It would have put the transfer windows for United in a better position without being in debt, as how he wanted to clear all the debts from United, and we'd have
Hmm.
just been in a better position than today.
Before I come to CJ, one quick question, Ashton. Do you think it was too good to be true, or it was there was some sort of like belief there that Sheikh Jassim could have actually done what you said?
It wasn't too good to be true, but I believe he could actually do what he said he would have done, because we all know they have that kind of money to do whatever they said they want to do. So
Fair.
it's not like they're talking and then we seeing things like they can't do it. We actually seeing they could do things that they're talking they want to do.
No, I actually agree with you with regards to it wasn't too good to be true because we know that the Qataris and the Saudis they all have money. Once there's cars running on the road, once you cooking with oil, the Saudis and the Qataris will always be loaded with that mucho dinero, right? CJ, Mr. No Birds. Um,
Hmm.
too good to be true, or actually, no. Let me switch up the question a little bit because
Hmm.
I think Aston covered it most of it. Sheikh Jassim withdrawing from the bid yesterday to buy Manchester United. Is it something you saw coming with regards to the Glazers wasting time looking to sell the club, or did you see the Glazers milking Sheikh Jassim for not for all what he's worth, but just the Glazers being greedy?
To be honest, I would have expected them to milk him because for some reason I had that feeling as if like how to say that I'm not saying he would have I want him to do it, but it would have been nice to do. And that they would have stretched it out to the point that you say, you know what, I'll take you gamble that overpay and see what happens. Because a lot of things is that if you watch it good, you saw certain signs that, could have happened. They registered their name in certain parts of Manchester, on certain buildings, certain associations, and you're like, okay, great, cool. But then Jim wasn't lying down, and you're like, it could have gone anywhere, but how it was looking, that deal is set. And now to see details of it, you tell yourself, well, yeah, looking at PSG, looking at Newcastle, looking at teams, you saw and Qataris invest in, they do put all their money in it. They treat it like it's an actual project. They treat it like it's something that they love. Look at Newcastle. Newcastle is a project that not they ain't doing it because of them. They doing it because they want the club to do good. So I could have seen them milking it, but when I got the news, I was like, to be very honest, when I get the news, I handle that news real good in a real weird way because I was playing game online and I was real cooking, so I was like, oh shit, this is real tough. But you can't pause the game, so you continue to play. So it's like, I'll designate that time to be vexed about this. And as it settled in, I was like, damn, this isn't good at all. This is actually very terrible. So yeah, but I could have seen them milking him, but I don't blame him for leaving, but it's just sad that it had to end like this.
Um, one more question for you, CJ, before we go to Robert. Did the Cheeks have every right to leave though? Did you bid?
Personally, I agree because if we think about it, yes, from our perspective, we could have said like, "Oh well, they are billionaires; they could have made the risk." The thing is, they don't just see money as something you could throw around to at the same time. They see it as something that, you know, they're businessmen. They do business. And if they get a sense that this business feels exploitative or very one sided, I don't blame them for leaving. Yes, as fans, if he loves Manchester United, we would say if they love United, they will pay any cost. But that's not the real world. That's not how that works. You have to be reasonable with your business. That's how stay rich. Yes, they have oil, but at the same time, that doesn't stop them from doing reasonable business. So I don't blame them for leaving, really, actually.
Robert, welcome. I can come to you, Robert, in a sec. I got a different question for you, but let me go back to Ashton quickly. Same question to you, Ashton. Were the Sheiks right for withdrawing?
Full 100. Check out how you wanted to buy the club 100%. 100% right for leaving.
Yeah.
Because we all could see like the Glazers favoring Ratcliffe in order to buy the club. Because if you're calling one price for the club and somebody actually double the price you call for the club, why you just don't sell the club? What
Agreed.
other reasons you have that you don't want to sell the club?
Hmm.
Right? And my next thing, I mean to stray from the point, but I don't understand if one person, because I think Ratcliffe is 100% owner and it's right.
So
If,
what I think she wanted to buy 100% of the club at Ratcliffe. No, if accepted, will get 25% of the club.
yes, and he is 100% owner and it's right,
Yeah.
and the fans want you out. Why I have a club will want Ratcliffe to come and buy 25%, which is less. What that going to do to my club now? So I don't understand why you're making a man buy 25% of your club when he have 100% of our next club and the other fans want him out. Even Chelsea reject him, Barca reject him. So why you still want this man to buy 25% of your club?
The way it sounds is it looks like when a summer transfer window comes, Ineos will have to be splitting transfer not
Yeah.
transfer revenue, but transfer funds between Nice and also Manchester United. Um,
But, but what about if both United and Nice qualify for Champions League? What is the decision there?
um, Good question.
Yeah. Wouldn't
Uh,
that be a conflict of interest?
a conflict of
No,
interest.
no. The as far as I was reading when it was going on in transfer window is that it go up to be to Ratcliffe to decide who get the spot in Champions League between Nice and United if both of them did qualify.
Nah, I don't.
We could talk about that later on in the show because I really want to get back to that point. But Robert, media I saw trending. Rest in peace, Manchester United.
Hmm.
Robert, do you have any idea what that means?
Yeah, I think basically the club is where we are right now is where we are going to be. This is now our new normal. Just being average at best. That is where we are right now. We are an average club. So when I say things like Brighton are better off than us right now, they are. Because Brighton is going in one direction. We are going nowhere. Right now we're just stagnant right now. We are stagnant. We are not moving. Because you realize for every step you take, there's two back. We began with Van Hal. No, sorry, with Moyes, and then we went back. Went to Van Hal, and then we went back. Went to Mourinho, and then we went back. Oli came, we went back. Now we're here with Ten Hag, and I feel sorry for him because I'm sure that he came in here and he was probably promised certain things, and now you're not even a good two. You're in your second year. You're not starting second year, and you already know your next 2 years of your contract is going to be hell. You already know that. You know that for a fact. You know it have nothing. You have nowhere else to go. So you are stuck with Harry. You're stuck with Sancho. You're stuck with everybody else we don't want. You're not getting no other players. Your transfer window this year was a perfect reflection of where we are going. We have become a mid-table club, right? I guarantee you, Newcastle is going up. And they will they will in a few years' time they will pass us. If Brighton continue to go in how they're going, I'm not saying that Brighton will get to the point where they are, you know, challenging for a league. I don't think that is their ambition right now. I think their ambition right now is to grow talent, sell players for big money, use the money, reinvest in the club, and keep the club stable. But I would not be surprised, if Brighton pass us because if we are gonna be still, every club will pass us, because we're not going anywhere. And the fact is, people could say about Manchester, but Manchester is right now dead. We are dead. I mean, Jassim, I think was our one chance to really maybe not necessarily get back to the glory days of
No, 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 Robert. Sheikh Jassim was our ticket to get
right,
back to glory
yeah.
days. I'm
But
sorry.
for me, even if even if he came in right, and in the next 5 years we did not win the league, but at least I saw that we were on the way to it. We were challenging. We were in it. I would say not, no problem. But but as this right now, we have nowhere to go. So for me, every from now on, my enthusiasm. I still love this club, and I love my club, but my enthusiasm towards watching games and the transfer window has,
As numbed.
yeah, because I mean I did say it for months now. I think me and Courtney were the only people who were saying it. The Sheik not coming, and I was hoping to be proven wrong. I was hoping that I was wrong, but you know, now we're here.
I
You
could
know,
play. I could play a little devil's advocate on two questions. Right now, first question I could play devil's advocate on. When I saw Rest in Peace Manchester United Football Club, and Robert just explained it, I gotta ask you guys on the panel a question: are we overreacting? And I say overreacting because we we've seen what we don't know what Jim Ratcliffe is going to bring to the table when it comes to Manchester United. Should we give him a chance at maybe trying to get this club back to glory days, or you don't see it happening?
Me, honestly, again, I'm not really gonna be surprised if he doesn't do anything different. But at this point, I kind of have no choice but to see where it is. Like at this point, we really have no choice. So is that yeah? I'm not gonna be like screw Jim Ratcliffe or I'm pro Jim Ratcliffe. I'm just here like as a passenger. Like let me see what happens at this point because it's really a tough one. Because from what I heard yesterday, there were a lot of people unsubscribing from all United social media groups. People are unfollowing them on Twitter. Instagram was getting a big unfollow, and the TikTok that was somewhat getting some numbers. They say drastically it didn't gain numbers. So I think with Ratcliffe coming in, fans are open to like be very suspicious and be a bit negative, but there are also fans who are on the place of where I'm not really going to care about this club. I love it, but I'll love it from a distance. So Jim Ratcliffe chances is basically if he fails expected, if he does wonders, wow.
What do you think? What do you thinking, Ashton? You share the same sentiments as CJ in that you won't be overreacting, but you won't be surprised if Jim Ratcliffe doesn't do anything with his club,
No,
but probably sit down with
well,
the Glazers and collect dividends.
the only thing United fans can do right now is just sit down and just hope for the best. Because we all know buying 25% of the club, you can't do much because you own a club 100% and you ain't doing nothing. So what you gonna do with 25%? Right?
Yep.
So basically we just had to hope it could get better. But we just had to sit down and just watch and see and just pray somebody else could come in next 5 years or next year self and just buy over the club 100% and just get back to the glory days. Because I can't see Ratcliffe at 25% and going to make a difference with the Glazers to bring back the glory days. I'm just not seeing it.
Let me go to the second question, playing devil's advocate. Right now, Manchester United is still, in my opinion, one of the most commercial and marketable football brands in the world. It's still the biggest club in England in terms of like obviously trophies and fan base, right? If you were part of the Glazer family, would you want to sell Manchester United?
No,
That's where the devil's advocate question comes in, right? So
no. Why? Because I am making enough money. I'm making so much money from the club. I mean, why should I sell? And that is what I was saying from even in the earlys when they had the rumors of Sheikh coming in to try and buy the club. And I kept saying they have no reason to sell, right? They would be see at the time that the rumors came out. Remember at the time it was early last season. We were at the bottom of the league. We just got beat from Brighton self and Brentford, right? We were last in the league. The fans were crying out, everything was in chaos. So at that time, it made sense. And then Ten Hag came in and he kind of right the ship, and then things became kind of stable. We won the EFL Cup, and people got a little bit happy. So right now, fans are how can I say it? Fans right now are just kind of cool. We not trying to rock the boats. I think fans are very comfortable where they are. So we still buying jerseys. The Old Trafford still sold out. The stock prices going up.
before you go in, we can transition to that in about 2 minutes, Robert. Let's get to some comments because I want to combine what you just said with regards to Old Trafford attendance with something CJ said with regards to fans of subscribing. Let me get through some comments first, right? So Martin Phillip is saying good afternoon, gentlemen, and good afternoon to you as well, right? Mark Lewis, thanks for joining, buddy. He is saying Newcastle already passed us. Good afternoon, guys. I wouldn't say Newcastle has passed us as yet, but the trajectory Newcastle is on
Yeah,
right now, give it about 2 or 3 seasons, and they
yeah.
they could look like a more stable club than us. I wouldn't say they've passed us yet, but I get where you're coming from, Mark. Mark is also saying, be prepared to be out in the wilderness for some years to come. The Glazers just screwed the fan base. Oh man.
Bro,
well,
bro.
well said, Mark. President Shah, thanks for joining us. He's saying Ratcliffe hasn't done wonders for Nice, and he owns 100% of that club. Why would I expect him to do great things with a 25% stake in United? Glazers out, Ratcliffe. Oh, yep, yeah, definitely has a point there, right? Um, Jeffrey Griffith, thanks for joining. He's saying, "Good day, guys. I'm driving and I'm listening. Perfect." And last comment from Martin Flip is saying, Glazers are happy for Ratcliffe to be part of their deflection project. United will be up for sale again in 2029, or the Glazers will be looking to selling their interests. The backstory of 29 has to do with TV rights and asking for a higher price than present. All clubs in the Premier League worth will increase after that TV deal. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
Mm,
Um, I can let you continue, Robert, and I can let
mm,
you continue because what you made a point of with regards to attendance at Old Trafford and what CJ talked about people unsubscribing
mm,
or unfollowing on social media platforms.
mm.
Let's be real, or let me ask a real question: Is that enough?
No, no,
No.
no. Because what will be enough? You see the day that the fans had stormed Old Trafford, the game against Liverpool, and and fans stormed Old Trafford and made real chaos. That made a statement. But if fans really want to do something, stop going to the games. You understand? Take your ticket, tear it up, and don't go. Let Old Trafford be empty as though it's COVID, and then
Damn.
maybe, yeah,
I
maybe from there.
I could play another devil's advocate because Robert, I totally agree with
Mhm,
everything you've said so far. You and I are on the same page with
mhm,
regards to fans stop going to the games or cutting the attendance into half. A point was brought to me that if about, let's say, 10 people, 10 Manchester United fans in the UK have a season ticket and they want to sell it, there's about 50 people
yeah.
waiting to buy that ticket. So does
Mhm.
that really solve the problem?
Yeah.
No, but that thing, just don't sell it. Just tear it up. Just don't go. Don't go. Don't go. If you have to get to a point where you're blocking the ticket counter, right? And you're telling people do not buy no tickets to come to this game or to any game. People have to get drastic. If you really want, because these people are moving very drastic with us. You know, these guys, the Radcliffe and the Glazers have no respect for any of us. They don't care about any of us. Because as far as they're concerned, we are just numbers on a sheet, and all of us will still be here buying tickets, going to the games, and doing whatever. You understand? So we have to move drastic. We got to move drastic. So I am all for boycott the games, boycott Instagram, boycott Twitter, carry pitchforks, go to the grounds, burn it down, do whatever you want. If a man come and buy a ticket, kick him in his face. I'm for that because
Sir,
no, no,
sir,
no, because
sir,
you have
sir,
to get to a point
sir,
where you
sir. I am not
see.
ending on no fly list with because of you, brother. I over there,
I'm
well,
not saying that I'm
that
going
not
to do it.
me.
I'm not saying I'm not saying me to
That's
do it.
your thing.
No, but you have to do something. People
Well,
had to get drastic.
I'm quite curious to what CJ got to say, but Ashton, do you share the same sentiments as Robert? Uh,
Yeah, I share we had a boycott in some way or some form or fashion, some way. Stop buy jerseys, stop buy tickets, even TV rights and all kind of things. Stop view the games because some people just go on the app and watch game and them kind of things. Stop do all of them things.
Yeah.
The Glazers had to feel it in some kind of way because they actually the only thing they ain't doing is coming on social media and say it from them out. But the actions and the doings could show and tell that they just don't care
Mm.
about the fans and the club. Right? So you have to do something. And as Robert said, that is the best way to do it. No attendance in the stadium. Yeah. You have a season ticket, just rip it up. Don't even sell it.
Let's keep it.
But I feel like the way the Glazers just make the money, most of the 90% of the money is through attendance.
And also the tours and everything, it makes lots of money. Like when people
Yeah.
make tours at United, it makes lots of money. So
Right. Well,
yeah.
then Stop the tours too. Stop the tours.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if people stop go the games, I mean, other people go stop do tours.
No, here,
Yeah,
here,
no.
here, here is where I got so much thoughts in my head because you guys mentioned tours, which brought up another thought in my head. But I going back to my previous thought. CJ, how do you explain to the parent who has a kid or two kids that we are not going to watch Manchester United play today because we are looking to boycott the Glazers? That is my devil's advocate question because to
Mm-hmm.
explain to a kid that's 5 or 7 years old or 10 years old. Don't get me wrong, Ashton and Robert. I'm totally on board with what you guys are saying. But how do you go to a parent or how does a parent explain to their kid you cannot watch Bruno and Casemiro or Rashford or Hoyland this weekend? CJ.
Um,
I know I put you on the spot. I didn't know you're not a parent, but I just throwing it out there to see if you
no,
can.
no, no, sorry. I was going to say, oh, they really want to see that side lose again in person. Why would they just wait still, man? See it? No, I mean, no, but it's tough because it's like to explain to a child what is going on in the club. Of course, they're not going to understand it, but at the
Correct.
same time, you have to like break it down for them in such a way, saying that, well, you know how the club now going good, and they'll be like, yeah. Well, it's because the people, like, mommy and daddy have a boss, and if our boss doesn't take care of the job well, we won't do a good job, and sometimes it would affect how the work is. It's like that at Manchester United. So sometimes, at some point, we would have to take a stand against our boss or look for something else so we won't be exploited or something like that. You have to break it down in very lame, in very simple terms for a child. But at the same time, you although yes, children would want to go, but what from one thing once you break it down, and honestly, you could do other things like, hey, we going to see Manchester United, but you want to go for some ice cream? Hey, we going to see Manchester United. You want to go and see a movie? Hey, we want to see Manchester United. But I could buy that cereal though. I could buy that cereal I always wanted though. Like you could really substitute anything and I'm like, hey, they ain't gonna care. Most. Hell. Like I say, I get the news yesterday that we were bad. But you know what? I move like the little child. Manchester United bad. But hey, this game of Call of Duty was real good though. So I go and keep playing this and see what go on next week. Like legit, it real just find something else to do at this point. But and I just show you how terrible, and it shows that. I'm sorry if I ranted for long, but it kind of shows you how really and truly how terrible people from the top do not care about the common fans. They will care about your money, but care about your interest? Nah, that's as far as it goes. Once they get your money, you good. We great. But if we don't get your money, sucks to be you, man. So yeah, that is basically. I think it's an eye opening event. I think this needed. I'm doing that devil's advocate. I think this needed to happen for fans who is right now at the club to see that maybe I really should stop give this club my money so much so I could see something happen. And that is just it.
Totally, totally agree. Well said, CJ. Um, I can say something controversial, and I hope if this gets out, then I hope people don't get upset. I think that all of the fan clubs across the world should come to a halt. All the fan clubs, whether
Mm.
what will you have probably paid some sort of subscription or fan club fee or some sort of membership to for your fan club name to be on Manchester United's website to show you're associated with Manchester United Football Club. I think that all fan clubs across the world should stop that. And that will cause some controversy because there are fans out there across the world that they will never get a chance to see Manchester United play in
Mhm.
person if they ever go to Old Trafford, right? And that's gonna be me segueing into the next part where you guys mentioned tours now, right? Now, let's say you just happen to be in the US or Australia or Ireland or something like that. And lo and behold, Manchester United football, Manchester United Football Club is coming to play, I don't know, Chelsea or Barcelona or some team at a stadium that you live about an hour away from. As much as I am down for boycotting the club, I could be a bit shameless and say I would still kind of buy a ticket if it was made available to me, right? Um, like I said, I don't know if I'll ever see Manchester United play at Old Trafford, but for Manchester United to come to, let's say, Canada where I am, or let's say you guys just happen to be in the US or somewhere in the UK, and they come to wherever you're living to play, I think you guys would probably maybe buy a ticket if maybe it was made at a reasonable price, right? Now, I think most of us know that Manchester United make their revenue from stadium tickets, right? But I think a majority of their revenue is made from um, commercial and international dealings, right? So from the tours, um, and let's be real, right? I think most of us are like, you know what? If Manchester United is playing at this certain time, we're just gonna not stop what we're doing, but we're gonna probably just tune in and see what the score is or see how the guys are playing, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what most people outside of the UK care about. But in terms of boycotting tours, as it may sound good when we're saying it, but I don't think it will be happen. But it's one of those cases where you would hope it happens, right? That'll be something drastic, right? I don't know what I don't know what you guys think because at the end of the day, if you were given a ticket to Manchester United versus Real Madrid, now you just happen to be in the US and they're playing at, I don't know, MetLife Stadium where it holds like 100,000 people. And you're close. You're close to the front. You guys would probably still go, right? Nah, no, don't be
Yeah,
ashamed. And
yeah, yeah.
I
You
say
gotta
don't.
go. You gotta hey,
I say don't be ashamed
it,
because
it's
at
very
the end
much
of the day, is the
yeah.
club.
You go. It's very much like if they came to Trinidad to
Mm-hmm.
play Sound Jablote, you know, the whole
To
of
play
Trinidad,
to play
right?
who
They come and play Sour Jablote, right? In a friendly, right? The whole of Trinidad, even if you are a fan
or not? Yeah,
or not, you go in. But this
true.
is Manchester United that you go in. You could be a Chelsea fan, Arsenal. Look, it don't matter. You go to that game just to go and see these guys play in person. You go in.
Correct.
You go in. You go VIP. You go where, but you go because at the end of the day, it's still the club. It's still the club, and I will go. I mean, as much as I don't like going on, I will still go. I would still go. All right, I'll be real shameless. I'll still go, and God help me if I can go by the locker room and get a picture with the guys. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll get a picture where I'm
E-
with the
Even
same
if
man.
it's Harry Maguire.
Yes, even if it's Harry Maguire, I'll still go and do it. I'll take a picture, clicks, right? I'll take a picture and I'll put it up in the group and say, fellas, look, me and Harry, right? I'll do it. And then tomorrow morning, I'll cuss him again and say, y'all, your mother so and so. I'll cuss him tomorrow. But on the day,
Fake, fake,
on the day,
fake.
yeah, and I tell you, yeah, no, not fake. Dog,
Nah,
and no, no,
nah,
listen, man.
I'm
No,
serious, but
not
nah,
this, right?
that's horrible. That's horrible.
No, no. Fans, you gotta understand something, right? Football fans are fickle people. We are very, very fickle. We winning, we all it's all love. We losing, it's all garbage. That's who we are. We are fickle people. You know, we are very topsy turvy. You know, today we on, tomorrow we off. I mean, and none of y'all can come and tell me if they come to Trinidad to play a game and you get to go back, get to go to the locker room. You tell me you wouldn't go and get a picture with Harry Maguire. You won't do it.
I never said I wouldn't do it. I don't have beef with the man like that. I don't have beef with the man like that.
Okay,
Hey,
yeah, I mean, I'll do it.
Let me get through some comments here, and we'll get back to what we're talking about. Mark Lewis is saying, "Don't look so depressed, CJ."
Uh,
or not the press for Manchester United. I realize I work tomorrow. So
oh,
Jeremy Carrera is saying, "Look, my brother CJ."
yo, Jeremy,
He's
he's a
saying
Spurs. He's a Spurs fan, by the way, fellas.
he says Spurs for the win.
mm,
You're having a very irregular season though, so don't get too accustomed to it. Even, um, President Chad is saying, "I'm not advocating violence, but consistent and disruptive protests in the UK, at Old Trafford, at the Buccaneer Stadium in the US, in Asia. They ain't gonna do protests in Asia. Um, Everywhere, consistent, persistent, disruptive protests. Hmm.
Wait,
Boy,
the Glazers are not big in Asia.
no, but like I would say, Asia is similar to. Let me try to find the right words. Man United fans in Asia are probably similar to Man United fans in the Caribbean or in North America, where you just care about what time the game's showing and
Oh, okay.
if we have a channel to watch it on or something like that, right?
That's true.
Yeah. Martin Phillip is saying United have legacy status, and as such, the fans will not collectively stop going to their games. If local fans stay away, foreign fans will go to the. Ooh, interesting.
That's true.
So what Martin is saying that if local fans stop going to Old Trafford, you might see an influx of people flying in from all over the world because tickets would have been made available to them finally, right?
mhm.
Boy, boy. That's so true, That's true, Martin. Thanks for bringing that up. Um, President Chai is saying those that going games every week could boycott games. If I get to go Old Trafford, I'm going. Yeah, there's nothing shameless about that. Because at the end of the day, we don't see we see this team week in week out on the television or in a bar, right? And the opportunity to go and see the club see the team play at Old Trafford at home will be an ideal thing, right? So President Chad is saying, but I'll share my displeasure with the ownership on socials and buying less merch. I got a question for you guys, but let me go through some other comments here. Yeah, thanks for joining from the YouTube side. It's saying, hi guys, tuning in from England. England is what,
Mm.
about 5 hours or 6 hours ahead, so it's either 9 or 10 o'clock. Let us know, what time it is in England. Is it 9:06 or 10:06? Martin Flair, I said, Robert, you are real 100%. And then AA is saying, great show, lads. Jim Radcliffe is going to run our club into the ground. Breaks my heart, man. Yeah. Um, the question I got for you guys is there anything we in the Caribbean can do per se?
Stop by shirts.
To be to be fair, that kind of easy because as a man from Shogunas have the best quality bootleg jerseys you ever see in your life. You see right there. You go to the
Where?
market. I tell you now, a woman tell me in a
Where?
store, I
Where?
said, the KFC on the main road in Shogunas, going out to Shogunas, there's a
Right,
store opposite that shows football jerseys. It is
right.
pure leg. You know why I know it's pure bootleg? I
Uh-uh.
could get a Bruno Fernandez jersey and a Manchester United pants for 220. 220. And you can't tell the difference. So guess what I'm going to be doing? We are
So
buying bootleg
yeah,
forever.
so the kids come with the badges.
The badges, the Premier League badge, and everything,
Wait,
bro.
wait,
The
wait.
Premier League badge. I'm not playing with your dog.
Right,
Boss, I
right.
think at that time I mess around and I see a FA Cup badge on one and I was looking like I said, no way. She had the FA Cup set up too. Who is this boy? Who is
Right
this
back,
boy?
right back
No,
here.
that's the
Right?
only thing we could do in the Caribbean, no, because some
Yeah, that's the
people
only thing we could do in
order the
Caribbean.
jerseys, some people go. just fly aboard and bring down a whole barrel of football stuff and all kind of thing. But I the only thing we could do just stop
Yeah.
by jerseys.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah.
Stop by jerseys, yeah. I mean, that's a good start. I
Yeah,
can't
but
I can't honestly think of anything we in the Caribbean can't do per se.
no, we can't do anything else because remember, I mean, people who order jerseys to come down here, they order it from from either this site or from people who get it from from the club.
Yeah, like World Soccer
Yeah.
Shop or something
Right,
like that.
exactly. So the most that we could do is just start buying. Now, I mean, I don't like to put people out of out of the business, but you know, yeah,
And next thing, although we not buying it, we can let we family members whoever in foreign know, hey, I want a United jersey this year. Don't send none for me. I boycotting.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's actually a good point. Let family members know abroad that this season and
Nah, no, we
no,
don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. Don't don't even send a normal one without a number. Don't even send nothing close to red concerning United. We don't want it.
because then even if you're buying, even if you're thinking about buying like the older jerseys, like from '99 or 2000, I think you're still it's still from the club, so
Correct.
it's still in a way you're still supporting the monster. You can't even come and say, well, I'll no, I'll buy older kits.
No,
And
they
and
still
it's
make
not
over
just
money.
jerseys too, eh? It's not just jerseys because it have banners, it have scarf
Yeah.
and all that kind of things. So it's not just to say like we just not buying jerseys. You're not buying the scarf, you're not buying the banners, you're not buying nothing concerning Manchester United.
Mm.
what about the MUFC subscription?
Nah, I don't do that. I just only get that, no lie, in around like November when they have the half price sale. Now I'll go on our kits, right? And I'll buy whatever and then I'll leave. But even that and all, I will stop doing because that and all still, even though it's a half price sale, they're still making money. So
Yep.
even that and all, I wouldn't do.
All right, let me get through some comments here. AA is saying is 906 as 9. 21 is 9, right? I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, like 916.
Mhm.
906 right now. So right now you guys are 5 hours ahead. Fair enough. It's not my bedtime yet. Nah, we didn't say that. We just want to know what time it is though. But nah, thanks for letting us know, man. Um, President Chad is saying social media protests. President Chad, I would like you to go deeper into that because social media is just a keypad on a screen, right?
Yeah, and that don't mean to say is like United fans alone posting United stuff. It have all different other clubs and fans on different clubs will be posting United stuff. So
Yeah,
we United fans might protest against it and stop post and stop do this and thing concerning United, but other fan clubs and thing will keep posting it.
correct. But President Chad, when you get a chance, go deeper into what you mean by social media protests. Um, AA was looking for President Chad today. I have no idea where he is, but he is in the comments. So no, next time when President Chad is so busy, he'll come back onto the show for sure.
I like that
Um,
word to use though.
Love United.
Parasites.
Oh, I was looking forward to hear your thoughts on this whole debacle involving those parasite smells of the Glazers. Love United, hate the Glazers. Oh yeah, for sure. Um, Jeffrey Griffith is saying, been 2 years since I've watched a United. Wow, okay. Been over a decade since I've bought any merchandise. I'm disgusted at the Glazers, and this is the type of stand each fan needs to make. Jeffrey, I am on board with you, but for every one Jeffrey Griffith, there's about 30 or 40 Mark Goldbridge, right? Who will buy the United jersey and look to do the unveiling and the unboxing when the new jersey comes out. So yeah, but no, Mark, keep it up. Not Mark, so I mean Jeffrey, keep it up. And who knows? there may be more people like yourself out there, right? So President Chad is saying, make your own jersey. The United Hour will launch a Glazers outline for Christmas. Oh Lord. If that does happen, I will be definitely purchasing one of those for sure. Let me get through some last two comments here. It is saying, well spoken, Ashton. That's what the local season ticket holders should have done years ago. Right?
Yeah, thanks.
It is also saying, if you guys at the United Hour release your own merchandise, I will definitely buy it. Well, that's two people that could buy a President Chad jersey. So, hey, let me make something happen.
And
Right?
hell,
Yeah,
if
well,
you
I
if you
I
yeah.
even charging 63 for my own one time.
Yeah. And CJ go model free, right?
So you get
So,
all of us, or you get the birds from all of us.
I don't know what they're talking about birds, but I know what they're talking about birds.
Oh man.
But,
Last last 10 minutes. We have a game this weekend, or something else. Not this
uh,
weekend, obviously, but the following weekend. We have a game the upcoming weekend. Let me see.
not this week or next week.
Well, I hear trying to figure out here. No, I on Live Score, the Live Score app. Um, Wednesday,
Well,
nothing.
there's no Champions League.
No, there's no
No,
Champions League this
no,
week.
no. There's the 24th, the next
England,
Wednesday.
England and Italy playing on Tuesday. Let me see. So we have Sheffield United at Sheffield on Saturday at
Mm.
3 o'clock.
All right.
Um, I mean, I guess we could talk about what we expect from that game. I honestly have not been honestly with an international break. I just literally zone out of football, right?
same,
But
same
yeah,
Correct,
actually.
correct, correct.
wherever international break, I literally just zone out. I start about washing dishes and all that, man. But anyway, um, Manchester United versus Sheffield. Um, what do we expect from that game? Any
Is it home or away?
away?
Well, we expect Sheffield to come and run. We don't like dogs because they don't know we. It's come like we're vulnerable right now.
Right now, Sheffield is in 20th place. Ashton, you're saying that they're gonna run us down like
They
dogs?
still come in with that mentality to run we like dogs, no matter what.
Shh.
And to make it worse yet, I know how true it is that Casemiro injured on international
Yeah,
duty.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
even worse yet. So they come in and look
I think he is, you
to
know.
run with them.
Yeah, I think he is.
But
I don't know. I don't know if he'll be back in like on the game, but I know he was injured. I
yeah,
know that.
he was asked to come off, or he
Yeah.
was substituted. I think who Brazil play again? I can't remember
I
Venezuela.
Venezuela,
I didn't know.
Yeah.
who they play.
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Oh, Venezuela. Okay, and Brazil ended up winning that game, or
Draw
I'm
one
not
all.
sure. Not sure.
oh, cha. But Ashton Sheffield is on 1 point.
Yeah.
Well, we all know the 20th place in the Premier League could beat first place. So being on 1 point right now and the way United playing, Sheffield United, I'm not saying I want them to beat us. I want us to get the 3 points, but the way our United is playing right now, it is possible, just being real, it is possible Sheffield could beat United at the moment.
But that would mean that we're giving them their first win of the season.
Correct.
Well, we've been getting a lot of teams the first for this whole season right now, no? So it ain't gonna be a shocker.
Fair enough. Robert, what do you expect this weekend?
Um, I I don't know. And the sad thing is, no, I hear what's sad, right? I'm seeing all this today, and come Saturday at 3 p.m., I'll either be in my house watching the game, or I'll be by somewhere watching the game at 3 o'clock. That is sad, because the club The thing like the owners know, the Glazers know that they have all of us as like prisoners right now. We are all prisoners, and we can't. And the door is there to leave, but we will never leave. We won't leave because we love the club. And then you see how them bastards, right? No, I don't call them bastards, right? Because these men went and told Netflix to make a documentary about Beckham, right? Who we all love. I don't know if you
Distraction.
guys saw it.
Distraction.
This thing almost made me cry.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I heard many people cry about it, but I haven't watched it as yet.
no, no, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? It is hit here as a fan. It is hit here. You know, it reminds you of the days now. You know what I mean? It hits
The
here, you
good old
know?
days, yeah.
And you know, and it's making it long for them. You know, days now. And so now we are where we are, and it's now self I can't even clock because I feel as though there's a dawn coming now. But
But watching that Beckham documentary, wouldn't it make you hate the Glazers even more and
it
want the
does,
Glazers out?
it does, but it does, but it makes me love my club more. And that is the thing that is what we're in right now. We're in this. We are in a very abusive relationship, right? The Glazers are the man who are abusing us every day. They abuse us every day. They come home drunk. They you know they hit us a slap. They tell us make lunch for we, and you know what we do? We go and we make it. You understand? We are in an abusive relationship right now. We are, and it's sad. You know, but I don't know. I don't know if we will win or if we will lose. I feel as though we may win just because of the way how things go in, you know, but then we could lose. I don't know. I don't know. But I will be there on the weekend to watch the game. I will be there. I
What
will.
do you think? What do you thinking, CJ? Against
Oh,
Sheffield United, 20th position, 1 point.
honestly, I don't even know how to feel about watching the games at this point, you know, because it's like I stay updated with everything. I mean, that same time with Casemiro being injured, Kobe Minu is back, Rabat is back, and Sergio Reguilon is back, and Juan Bissaka is come back and he's training with the team. So it's like, okay, people coming back, great. But then this news about the Glazers not leaving, you really don't know what the team is gonna come out with because people would think, well, we don't know how this I don't it would affect the team, but it does. It would affect the team. It adds another doom of gloom, and you don't know how the fans are going to receive you, especially if we lose,
Yeah.
because there's a possibility if we lose, and if we lose, then it adds more problems to it. And even if we win, can't even celebrate the win because our ownership is in the mud. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But in a weird way, I still hope our win. I still hope it gives something the fans to smile about. But aside from that, yeah, nothing else I could say. I don't know what to expect.
Um, Fair enough, because like you said, Wan-Bissaka's back, and you said Kobe Manu's back as well.
Yeah, Kobe me no reason.
All right, so Wan-Bissaka's back, Kobe Manu's back, but we still have injuries.
Regulon, yeah, Regulon, good. He coming back as well.
Okay, Regulon back as well, but there's still like long-term injuries to
Yeah, it's still long term.
Martinez and
Luke Shaw,
Luke
Look,
Shaw.
sure, Max.
Oh boy,
Mhm.
what a time to be a Manchester United fan, boy. Well.
Mhm.
Before we go, let's get some predictions, and then we'll look to close off the bar. Let me start with you, CJ.
2-1.
Two
Manchester
one.
United 2-1. Yeah, 2-1.
Ashton.
2-0.
2
Manchester
nil.
United. Yeah, Manchester United.
Oh, you, Robert.
Um, 2-all because I know our goalie. Our goalie is.
Oh, Jesus.
Come down, come down.
Boss, boss, tell me that man will keep a clean sheet now. Tell me he won't. 2-all.
Oh Lord, oh
I know.
Lord.
But the man,
No, no, I can't blame Robert because
No, we ain't blaming him.
from
I blame him.
watching United when they playing big teams, it's like they just play better but still lost. And when they playing small teams, it's like they playing the worst but still winning.
Yeah.
And on
yeah,
top of it, every time we score, we just concede.
Yeah.
yeah, boy. Within 5 minutes, we just concede, boy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's saying it'll either be 2-all or probably like a 3-2 or 4-2, but I guarantee you we will get at least 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't see, I'm not saying no, I'm not speaking pompous, but if Rasmus gets the service he's supposed to get that day, I can see Sheffield Wednesday handling it.
Yeah. You know?
I still got a little bit of faith in Onana to come big for us because it's still his first season.
Mm-hmm.
My prediction versus Sheffield United going to be 3-1. Rasmus, Rasmus, we got a couple, and somebody else, I don't know, will get another goal.
Mhm.
Oh boy, let me get through some of these comments here. President Chad and say club sponsors were hurt before the social media attacks. We can create toxicity around the brand. This will affect their bottom line. Okay, interesting. AA is saying, you guys are a breath of fresh air. Love the channel and all your inputs. Thank you. Please keep up the hard work, guys. No, appreciate it, AA. We definitely are.
Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we are
Thank you.
definitely we love the club. There's no doubt that all four of us on this panel and everybody in the comments, we love the club. We just want to see the best for the players and the club, right? And if the club does well, we as fans we as fans inside feel we have done well as well, right? But if the club does bad, you got to call it out, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
but thanks for coming in and listening to us, right? It is also saying now that Casemiro is injured, do you guys think Scott McTominay will get a run or Kobe Manu? Um, I would maybe put Kobe Manu as that defensive mid, but before Kobe Manu comes back, I may slot Rabat there as well too, right? So he's also
Mm-hmm.
another option, right? It is also saying this is Brazil Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want, yeah, no.
Just out of curiosity, why did they draw 1-1? Was Brazil playing like a second string team, or they just weren't that good, or was Venezuela surprisingly good?
It's
I
like
didn't watch the game to be honest, so I can't say.
it wasn't bad. It's just that they kind of experimented on certain things, and plus the goals. When he's be like, I would admit they showed a lot of fight and they defended very very well. They kept it and they scored a real wonder goal too. So after that, they started to defend and defend and defend. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Perfect. Okay, fair enough. Um, Martin Phillip is saying this is a game for Manchester United to bring their best foot forward. I say 5-1 to Manchester United. Boy, I can't remember the last time we scored 5 goals.
I
Um,
feel like if we score 5 goals, everybody go be men go be real happy about it.
yeah,
But that is it.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Scoring 5 goals and against Sheffield United and being happy is not no big deal.
I know,
Mhm.
but at this point, we want at this point we're gonna get your happiness. You ain't worried about the ownership situation, so might as well take that. Yes,
Yeah, let me get
that will
one.
be rich. That's sad to see.
Let me get one last comment in from AA. She's saying you're well spoken. Thank you guys. When are we back on? We're back on. I want to say next week Saturday, Robert, or next week Sunday, Robert.
Um,
I think it's Sunday.
Sunday, and I think we having a show Wednesday. Wednesday
Yeah.
at 6, but 6 p.m. Caribbean time. I think that'll be what, like 11,
Yeah, that'll
11
be 11.
p.m.
That'll be 11 your time, AA.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to stay up that late for it, but totally up to you. But if not on Wednesday, then we'll probably be here next week Sunday,
Yeah.
same time again to reflect on the Sheffield United versus
Yep.
Manchester United game, right? So yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, the bar is about to close. Ashton, CJ, Robert, thank you for joining me today. We talked about Glazers, talking about Sheikh Jassim withdrawing, and also Jim Radcliffe getting 25%. And what can fans across the world do to boycott the Glazers? And we spent an hour talking about it, and the bar is about to close. So, guys, thank you very much. And as President Chad will always say, Red Devils, we don't die, we multiply. So, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. Big Phil and the boys are
Yeah,
out.
man. Yeah, man.
Hey, if you appreciate what we're doing here at the United Hour, please like, please subscribe, and let's grow this community.